Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Alvyna Khairunisa. My student number is 206130338 from D class. Today I will do an experiment about rheology. Please keep watching. What is rheology? Rheo is to flow, logos is science, so rheology is the science or physics that concern with the flow of liquids and the deformation of solids. What is Newtonian flow? Newtonian flow, named from Isaac Newton, is a fluid whose stress versus rate of shear curve is linear and passes through the origin. The constant of proportionality is known as the viscosity.
First, prepare your glass. If you have a beaker glass, please using beaker glass and pour the water into the glass. And after that, stir it using a spoon and see what happened with the water. Stir it gently, then increase the speed and see what happened with the water.
In the Newtonian experiment, the liquid didn't change in thickness because in the Newtonian flow, the thickness is not influenced by the force, so that nothing changed. What is non-Newtonian flow? Non-Newtonian flow is when the relation between stress and rate of shear is not linear. In non-Newtonian fluids, viscosity can change when under force to either more liquid or more solid. Non-Newton flow that will be tested in this experiment is plastic, pseudoplastic, and dilatant. Plastic flow, or also known as Bingham bodies, is when the curve doesn't pass through the point, the 0.0, but crosses the shearing stress axis at the yield value.
In this experiment, we will make a simple suspension of flour and water with an amount of 10 weight per volume, which means 10 grams of flour dissolved in 100 ml of water. Then let the flour sink and dissolve on its own. After that, turn the bottle over so that the sediment at the bottom of the bottle can drain. If the sediment doesn't drain completely, shake the bottle until it's mixed.
Plastic flow, or also known as Bingham bodies, is when the curve doesn't pass through the point but crosses the shearing stress axis at yield value. Yield value is the price that must be met in order for liquid to start flowing. Prior to yield value, the liquid acts as an elastic material. After the yield value, the system flows according to the Newton system, where the shear stress is proportional to the rate of shear. What is pseudoplastic flow? Pseudoplastic flow is when the curve is not linear and there is no yield value or curvature. In pseudoplastic, viscosity decreases with increasing rate of shear.
In this experiment, the mayonnaise will be stirred at the gradual rate from slow rate until the stirring speed is increased. Then observe if there is a change in the mayonnaise. Will it feel lighter when stirred at high speed or not? It can be seen, however, that the longer and faster the mayonnaise stirred, the thickness will be reduced, and when stirred it will be lighter than before stirring.
Pseudoplastic flow occurs in long-chain molecules. The increase in shear stress causes irregularity of the polymer, thereby reducing resistance and subsequently increasing the shear rate at the subsequent shear stress.
Dilatant flow is associated with increasing volume. Viscosity increase with increasing rate of shear. In this experiment, a simple suspension of flour and water was made with an amount of 60% weight per volume. Do the stirring slowly and then observe. As can be seen, the flour has been mixed with water and the suspension looks a bit thick compared to only water. Then after that, beat the surface of the liquid with a spoon. After the beat, the liquid feels a little thick and looks like it will harden.
We can take a look at the slope of dilatant flow. The slope of the dilatant flow goes up because this occurs when the shear stress increases, a large part of the system expands and increases the empty volume. Then, as a result, the flow resistance increases and the paste becomes stiff or as it hardens. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you can learn from this video, and I'll see you later. Bye. We can take a look at the slope of dilatant flow. The slope of the dilatant flow goes up because this occurs when the shear stress increases, a large part of the system expands and increases the empty volume. Then, as a result, the flow resistance increases and the paste becomes stiff or as it hardens.